In the vast tapestry of human history, few discoveries have captured the world's imagination like the Terracotta Army. An army of silent soldiers, buried for over 2 millennia, standing guard over the secrets of China's first emperor. This is not just a collection of statues. It is a gateway to an ancient world, a masterpiece of artistry, and a puzzle that continues to challenge historians and archaeologists. For decades, these clay warriors have stood as a symbol of power, ambition, and the eternal quest for immortality. Today, we journey back in time to uncover the story of this incredible archaeological wonder, exploring its creation, its dramatic rediscovery, and the enduring mysteries that still lie buried beneath the earth. Join us as we march alongside the silent sentinels of Emperor Qin Shi Huang. The story of the Terracotta Army begins with one of history's most formidable and controversial figures, Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of a unified China. Ascending to the throne of the Qin state in 246 BC at the age of just 13, he was a man of immense ambition and ruthless efficiency. Over the next few decades, he waged a series of brilliant military campaigns, conquering rival states and forging them into a single centralized empire. In 221 BC, he standardized weights, measures, currency, and even the written language, laying the groundwork for the China we know today. But the emperor was also obsessed with a singular, all-consuming fear: death. This obsession drove him to seek the elixir of life, sending expeditions in search of mythical islands of immortals. When that failed, he embarked on his most ambitious project yet, a subterranean kingdom that would mirror his earthly empire, allowing him to rule for all eternity. At the heart of this afterlife empire was his mausoleum, a sprawling complex designed to be a universe in miniature. And to protect him in this next life, he commissioned an army unlike any other, a force of thousands of life-sized warriors, each ready for a battle that would never come. This monumental undertaking began shortly after he took the throne and continued for nearly 4 decades, involving an estimated 700,000 laborers. It was a project of unimaginable scale, driven by one man's will to conquer not just the world, but death itself. For more than 2,000 years, the emperor's secret army lay undisturbed, its existence fading into myth and legend. Then, in March of 1974, a group of farmers in Lintong County, just outside the city of Shanghai, were drilling a well in hopes of finding water during a severe drought. Instead of water, their drill bit struck something hard. As they dug deeper, they unearthed a head, sculpted from reddish-brown clay, with startlingly realistic features. More fragments soon appeared: a torso, limbs, and pieces of ancient weaponry. Unaware of the magnitude of their find, they reported it to local authorities. The news eventually reached a local archaeologist, Zhao Kangman. Initially skeptical, he traveled to the site. What he saw left him speechless. The fragments were not from a simple tomb or an old temple. They were from a life-sized ceramic soldier. He immediately recognized the artifacts as relics from the Qin dynasty. The subsequent excavation was swift and stunning. Archaeologists uncovered not just one warrior, but rows upon rows of them, standing in battle formation within vast, underground pits. The world watched in awe as an entire army, frozen in time, emerged from the earth. The farmers who were just trying to find water had accidentally stumbled upon one of the greatest archaeological discoveries of the 20th century, revealing the first glimpse into Emperor Qin Shi Huang's hidden underworld. The creation of the Terracotta Army is a staggering feat of ancient engineering and logistics. This was not simply mass production. It was mass artistry. Each of the estimated 8,000 soldiers is unique. While their bodies were made from modular parts, legs, torsos, arms, and heads, created in molds, the real magic lies in the details. After assembly, artisans would apply a final layer of fine clay, allowing them to individually sculpt facial features, hairstyles, and expressions. No two faces are alike. Some warriors appear young and determined, others are older, with weathered brows and thoughtful gazes. This incredible individualism gives the army a hauntingly human quality. The soldiers were organized into a precise military formation, just as a real army would be. In the first pit, the largest of the 3, infantry and charioteers stand in a rectangular battle array, facing east, ready to protect their emperor from his conquered rivals. The second pit, contains a more complex mix of cavalry, archers, and war chariots, representing a mobile strike force. The third pit, the smallest, appears to be the command post, housing high-ranking officers. The craftsmanship extends to their armor and weaponry. The intricate details of their lamellar armor, the studs on their uniforms, and the treads on their shoes were all carefully rendered. Originally, these warriors were not the monochrome figures we see today. They were painted in vibrant colors: pinks, reds, greens, blues, and purples, making the spectacle even more breathtaking. The sheer scale of production, the division of labor, and the artistic personalization of each figure demonstrate a level of administrative and technical sophistication that is truly mind-boggling for its time. Despite decades of research, the Terracotta army and its surrounding mausoleum remain shrouded in mystery. Perhaps the greatest question is what lies inside the emperor's tomb itself. The ancient historian Sima Qian wrote a vivid and perhaps fantastical description of the tomb's interior. He described a subterranean palace with a ceiling inlaid with pearls to represent the stars, and rivers of flowing mercury to simulate the waterways of China. Modern scientific surveys have detected unusually high levels of mercury in the soil of the tomb mound, lending tantalizing credence to these ancient accounts. So why haven't we excavated it? The primary reason is conservation. The moment the warriors were exposed to the air in 1974, their brilliant paint pigments began to flake and fade within minutes. We still lack the technology to perfectly preserve these fragile colors and other delicate artifacts, like silk and wood, that are likely inside the main tomb. Opening it prematurely could destroy priceless history forever. Another mystery is how the artisans achieved such precision and consistency on an industrial scale without modern tools. And what about the weapons? Many of the bronze swords, spears, and crossbows found with the warriors were coated in a chromium oxide layer, which kept them astonishingly sharp and rust-free for 2 millennia. This chromium plating technology was believed to be a 20th century invention. Yet here it was, in ancient China. The questions are endless, and each answer seems to only lead to more mysteries, locking the emperor's deepest secrets away. The quest to understand the Terracotta army is a living, breathing endeavor, constantly evolving with new discoveries and technologies. In recent years, archaeologists have been making exciting progress. Ongoing, cautious excavations in the pits continue to yield new warriors, including high-ranking generals and civil officials, expanding our understanding of the Qin court's hierarchy. Advanced imaging techniques, like ground-penetrating radar and magnetic surveys, are allowing researchers to map the vast mausoleum complex without disturbing the ground, revealing the outlines of underground structures, walls, and even roadways. This has confirmed that the known pits are just one part of a much larger necropolis, a true city for the dead. The study of the pigments has also advanced dramatically. Using sophisticated chemical analysis, scientists can now reconstruct the original, vibrant color schemes of the warriors, creating digital models that show us how they would have looked in their full glory. DNA analysis of the soil in the pits is being explored to identify potential pollen, seeds, or other organic matter that could tell us more about the environment and even the diet of the workers. This blend of traditional archaeology and cutting-edge science is slowly peeling back the layers of time, offering new clues and painting a richer, more detailed picture of this ancient wonder and the people who built it. From a chance discovery in a farmer's field to a global icon of ancient civilization, the Terracotta army stands as a silent testament to the power of a unified empire and the eternal ambition of its first emperor. It is a monument that is both deeply personal, a reflection of one man's sphere of mortalitan, universally epic. The thousands of unique faces staring out from the past connect us to the artisans, the soldiers, and the laborers who lived and died over 2,000 years ago. As technology advances, we inch ever closer to unlocking the remaining secrets held within the Emperor's tomb. The day may come when we can finally gaze upon the rivers of mercury and the starry ceiling described by ancient historians. Until then, the silent army waits, guarding its emperor and his mysteries for eternity. The story of the Terracotta army is far from over. In many ways, it has only just begun. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more adventures in history.